What's up, good people? I'm your main man, William Hussey 365.
I'm Big 22, Dominique Davis.
Dante Donnell, it's great to be here, bro.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Conversations That Matter. This is episode 5.
Yeah.
Give it up for yourselves. Yes. Thank y'all. And we definitely got to give it up for the live city.
Yeah.
Yes. Tonight is going to be super dope. But before we get started, Doc, as you see, it's not here. We have my brother, the special guest, Dante Donnell from Sharpshooters and everything else he do in the city, man. Give it up for Dante Donnell today, y'all.
Dante, give it up for Dante.
Yeah, thank you for filling in the gap. Thank you for always being here. But they don't really realize that you the house therapist for Conversations That Matter. You started off with us, and we switched some things up, but you always been here. So we definitely appreciate you always being part of the movement and always supportive of the movement, man. So thank you.
Oh man, either way, I'm a fan of the show myself. If I'm not here, I'm here.
So
you most definitely.
Viewing, I'm posting. I enjoy it, and it's great to just be a part of the audience or on the stage with you.
Facts. That's what's up, man. And before we get started, the reason our brother Dr. Gene Blackman isn't here today is because it's his birthday. So we definitely gonna kick off a happy birthday song to my brother, my mentor, my friend, and the co-host of Conversations That Matter. So on three, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. G. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my brother.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
It's 2025, man. We were supposed to hit the new version of.
Let's kick it. Let's get it. Go ahead and set it off.
Who the beat maker?
Happy birthday to you.
The new one.
I don't know. I got a new one out.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Day
to you. Okay. Hey,
I want to say happy
birthday to you.
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey. Happy birthday.
They laughing at my voice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dr. Gene Black.
50.
On this earth,
God
truly
is
a blessing.
good. God is good.
Celebrate my brother today. Yes. Happy birthday, Doc. Happy birthday, Doc. So let's go ahead and get into it. Give it up for my brother, Dr. Well, soon to be doctor. Will be a doctor one day. He a doctor to me, my homie. Yes, give it up for my brother, Dominique Davis.
Real quick. How everybody doing today? Now, I'm gonna just stop the music for 1 second. I just want to make a public apology to my friends, my family, and definitely not my fans, because I don't believe in fans. I believe in friends and followers and family. Okay. We had a touchy subject last week about spirituality and politics, and those that know me know that I'm very peculiar and I'm very adamant about those two things. But drinking alcohol in a grown-up's environment, and if you can't handle it, you shouldn't. So I ask God not to deliver me from that, because I don't need any deliverance from that. I need deliverance from me. So my prayer and your prayer should be, Lord, deliver me from me.
Come on now.
The Lord deliver me from me. Okay? And yesterday's gone. We can't water dead flowers. We can't kill ghosts.
Amen.
And we're going to keep this thing moving. Okay?
That's
So
right.
I love y'all and accept my apology.
We love you too, brother. Give it up
Thank
for
you.
brother Dominique Davis. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's real human, man.
Yes.
Okay?
Most definitely.
Instrumental.
Yeah. Wrote this song about a fellow homie that I lost. You got to slow down, you know? Through the water. Those phone nights, kicks and bitch. He got a whip, you can't tell him shit. Full of licks that wasn't relevant. Now we beefing just for the hell of it. Beat a couple of cases cause the court had no evidence. Now his niggas is getting jealous. Walter, he talking like he boss, thinking he better than his main fellas. But somebody better tell him. He thinking he hard, kept in the charge. He ain't nothing but a first time felon. Try to teach him the guard way, but he hard-headed, so the best way to learn was the hard way. Walked the flame in broad day, got hit by a stray bullet at the wrong time, at the wrong place. The reputation that he wanted, with the same reputation, it's gonna come back and haunt him. It's gonna come back and haunt him. This was based on a true story, and rest in peace to all them older G's that left before me. Little Walter, hey, Little Walter, true story. The name, hey, Little Walter, something's gonna get you, Little Walter. See, here's a story about a troubled teen named Little Walter. So they gave his life to God and suddenly he was at the altar. Though he was trapped between two worlds, was pleasure and hurt. He used to hit the block for cheddar, but he went to church. He did dirt in his life, in and out of court. He should have stayed in school, cause he was good at sports. But like us all, Walter fall victim to the streets. Being in the cell crack, though he had a wicked three. See, dog, I love it when my niggas make it out the peace. Lust up a street bang game, like the older G's. From college shirts to tank top, the white tees. Loves the Timbs, Reeboks, the Nikes. Deep in his heart, he wanted to be just like me. But then the dark depth was coming like a night dick. This is for my dog, so you better listen. A hard head make a soft ass, so pay attention, Little Walter. Hey, Little Walter. Little Walter, there's a name. Hey, Little Walter, something's gonna get Little Walter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Little Walter. Long live the guys.
Give it up for my brother. Give it up for my brother Dominique Davis. One more time, y'all. One more time.
Thank you.
And shout out to Alkaline Water, 1NA Alkaline Water.
Sir.
My brother Andrew Shepard for always donating waters to us for our every episode for Conversations That Matter and Fitness and Fellowship every Sunday. Make sure y'all join us every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. at Susman Street Park in Hampton Homes for Fitness and Fellowship. Every Sunday we go and work out for an hour, all ages, all sizes, all colors, from all walks of life. Come on and join us in Hampton Homes at Susman Street Park from 9 to 10 a.m. every Sunday. We get that workout in. All right?
Yes,
all right?
Yes.
So we thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go ahead and jump into it. And one more time, before we start, I want to give it up for my brother, Dante Darnell, for stepping in and filling in the gaps today. Our in-house therapist. We're going to have a good time tonight. Thank you. All right, so tonight, friends can be your greatest blessing or your greatest lesson. Mm-hmm. This week, we're unpacking the beauty of real friendships, the pain of broken ones, and how to tell the difference between someone who is in your corner and someone standing in your way. The question is, are your friends shaping you or breaking you? So, Dante, I want to start off from a therapeutic side. What's up?
Testing.
All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I want to start from a therapeutic side today because I know you deal with a lot of clients, and I know they tell you a lot of stuff. And I know they tell you a lot of stuff about friendships, and it's bigger than friendships because you can have friendships with other genders. You can have friendships with different people at different ages in all situations, right? So give us a point of view from a therapeutic standpoint when it comes to friendships in our community and from a healthy perspective.
Got you. Friendships, I think with friendships, I encourage individuals particularly to compartmentalize friends. Not everyone is cut out to do each role that you might need a support for. So defining what is a friend and then defining how can you use those friends for whatever purpose.
Right.
One example, I'm not a clubber. You all are my brothers. Y'all saying it's a party. Y'all need somebody to go to a party for some reason. You probably can't count on Dante to be present. Might be able to count on me for other things, but I would say it doesn't make me a good friend. You call on me to say, come show some support, come to Susman Street Park, come to Conversations That Matter. I can fulfill that role. And I would say it's understanding what are the strengths and weaknesses of each friend. And I encounter that a lot with clients, not recognizing the strengths and weaknesses, and utilizing friends for a specific purpose.
Oh, that's powerful. I like that. I like that
So
answer.
that means, like, when you say a compartment, that means every friend should serve their purpose in that compartment.
Right.
Got you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Dominique, touch on it while you got the mic, brother. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on friends. I feel like you meet your friends down the road. And Dominique at 25 would say, my friends is my homies and down the block type,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying, situation. Dominique at 35 may say the same thing, but Dominique at 45 would say, you meet your friends down the road. You know what I'm saying? Your A1
Right.
day one's not always your friends. They sometimes your A1 day one competition. And
Right.
another thing is, you have things, they may be your friends, but you have things that's called bad friends. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts,
You got
facts,
bad
facts.
friends. Like a lot of
Yeah,
my
for sure.
guys, we're toxic together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we'll work through the weekend, then we'll work through the weekdays, and then the weekend come, we all link up, and then we start. Well, men act like boys when they get together.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that you have in your conscience, once you get with your friends, both of you guys come corrupt.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Facts.
it's a toxic relationship. So basically what I'm saying is, my friends are people in higher places, and not saying this in aristocrat wise, but higher places, older people, 70-year-olds, 60-year-olds, stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
you
it
can
is.
learn
Yeah,
from.
yeah, somebody can learn from. Yeah.
Yeah, dope, dope, dope. Yeah, and I feel the same way. I think. Oh, go ahead, touch on that.
Would you ask them to go to the club? Which
I don't club, brother.
okay,
And the main reason is, I don't think real friends go to the club. I'm sorry, and I see that, but because if we ain't getting high, talking to females, drinking, are you really my friend? Or are you just my turn up buddy?
Right, right. And it's a difference.
that's good.
You know what I mean?
And I only ask that to say, how do you compartmentalize those?
They'll if I want to party, they'll be there
Got you.
Mm.
Is that
every
for wisdom,
Friday.
or they're more so for some type of wisdom that you're seeking, or are they for financial support in case you hit a hard time? They got your back, or are they the ones who can plan a business idea?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where I go with. I think from a childhood perspective, like Dominique said, it's more so you know what you know. You know what I mean? You know the ones in your neighborhood, you know the ones that's coming to your house. And then once you develop an association or some type of relationship with that person, it turns into a friendship. You know, what you doing for me, what I'm doing for you, how you got my back, how I got you back, your back, you know, and even in school, you know, we forced into a classroom together, you know, so we have to work together. So some people I'm gonna connect with, some people I'm not gonna connect with. But as you get older and you start maturing, you start seeing different things and different likes in people. You know what I'm saying? So iron sharpens iron, you know, and I think even at a young age, I realized who was for me and who wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I just decided to run with the wrong crowd at times, you know, versus the good crowd. Because it seemed like the good friends was lame and it wasn't no fun. It wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily the good friends. I can't really say good friends, but the positive friends, the friends I should have been rolling with. You know what I'm saying? But as I get older, you know, that thing just keep playing in my mind because I feel like I have better friendships now at the age I met than when I was young, you know, in adolescence, teenage, even 20s and 30s, now in my 40s. I feel like I honor and appreciate my friendships more than I used to. I used to take it for granted anyway.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I had to grow and mature and develop into that. But I like to be around people that can make me sharper, that can make me wiser, that can make me more powerful or more knowledgeable about, you know, things that I'm working on and help me build more character in myself. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So that's what I look for. But you looking at me some kind of way. What you got to say about that, Dante?
Trying to dissect it, and I totally agree with you. And I was asking myself, what would separate? How do you define a friend, and what makes a friend different than a brother?
I feel like for me at a younger age, you talking about now or younger or in general?
Now, like you.
Oh, now, it's different now. It takes time for me to call you my friend. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what I'm sharing with you, what you sharing with me, what we've gone through together. And I go off spirits. You know what I'm saying? I'm more I go off energy and spirit. So when I first initially meet someone, you know, I'm not just calling them my friend, but it might be an association of some type. And I appreciate that. But to build a real friendship bond, I feel like is what we're sharing with each other. You know, what we're going through with each other. Like me and Dominique, you know, growing up, I knew of him. He probably knew of me, but we weren't friends to the past 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like the conversations we had, how we built the bond off of our same experiences from our past or things we dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? And then that bond comes in connection and it turns into a friendship. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my point of view. as far as friendships at my age. And like I say, I look for people that can make me better, that's going to add to my character, add value to my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
It gets tricky too.
Yeah,
It gets tricky because there's so much fake love out here.
Yes.
When your real friend addresses you out of a friendship love, you might look at it as he's being judgmental. He or she's being judgmental.
Yeah.
But he's just coming out of you. He's just coming at you and addressing you because there's so many butt kisses around. You good? I'm good today. So many butt kisses are around that you get high off street gratitude. You get high off the most dangerous person in the world is an ass kisser.
Yeah.
Simple fact, once that reality check actually gets cashed, that ain't gonna be the reality check that you really want. So when you're around so much fake love, when you get around some true friends that address your wrongdoings, you like, oh man, muck that. Forget all that, man. Y'all judging me. Y'all just think this. And at the end, they're right. You know? So yeah.
That's
What
accountability.
separates them from being your brother? And I say brother as in.
See, I'm their brother. See, back in the day, I said the way I used to dissect a friend, I used to store stuff and just to see if y'all gonna help me. Because everybody friends when we all going up that way. But when everybody crashing, you gonna be there for me? Because it's not 100%. It's not 100% real friend. I'm gonna tell you why. The only real friend that's 100% is Jesus Christ. Let me tell you why though. Because you got a friend that'll get you out of jail, but won't fight for you in the club. Yeah, he did some real stuff, but is he 100? You got a friend that'll fight for you in the club, but sit on money and won't get you out of jail. You got a friend that'll fight for you in the club, get you out of jail, but try to hit your girl. You got a friend that won't hit your girl, get you out of jail, fight for you in the club, but talk behind your back about what he do for you. You know what I'm saying? You got a friend that won't talk behind your back on what he do to you, get you out of jail, won't mess with your girl, fight for you in the club, but be mad when you do better than him. So everything he did was 100. I mean, everything he did was real, but is he 100?
Right.
So controversy builds relationships.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And another thing that I've learned is you can't say a person won't do something until they in that position.
That's a fact.
Because like I was listening to what you were saying, and you say, "Oh, my friend wouldn't steal from me," but they never had the opportunity to steal from you. Oh, he wouldn't mess with my girl because the opportunity went there. So those relationships and those friendships need to be tested. But from a therapeutic standpoint, how do we test our friendships or relationships to see are they genuine?
Good question. I totally agree. It takes some type of trial in order to know if one is genuine or not. But it also includes having some level of standards, seeing if they meet some standards. My fault. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Creating some set of standards for a friend. I asked, and you all defined it in your own way, which was good. How do you define a friend? If it's not meeting those standards, how are you compartmentalizing them so that you can use them for whatever mutual benefit that you need them for, and vice versa?
Right.
But also growing and elevating, and knowing at certain points, some friends you outgrow.
Yeah.
You don't have the same relationship, hopefully, as you did when you mentioned the 25-year-old Dominique versus now.
Exactly.
So you can outgrow those friendships, but it's important to recognize and have some set of standards to determine, wow, we were down. We went to school together. We had each other back. We shared shoes and shared coats. But at some point, sometimes you outgrow those friendships. But you have to have some set of standards that you're determining what makes this person still qualified to be a part of my life. Am I giving more than I'm getting? Is it a mutual balance in this relationship? Is it one-sided? And hold yourself and that friend accountable.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's one thing I was thinking about. Was when you have, because it's something I've dealt with, and I'm sure a lot of us dealt with. When comes the time when you outgrow those genuine childhood friendships, and like you say, when you get a certain age, it's like, okay, we start getting into different circles. You know what I'm saying? You start meeting new people, and you say, you're learning yourself, and you identifying with the things you need to make you better, and that's conducive to your growth. So you're trying to be around these certain people, and they turn into friendships. But the past friendships look at you like, man, you fronting on us? Oh, you think you better than us? You know what I'm saying? And like you say, you outgrow them, and I still love them, but I've learned that I can love you from a distance. I've learned that it's not me turning my back on you. It's me going in the direction I need to be going. And if I'm still hanging with you and doing the same things, how am I growing?
And
You
I'm
know what I'm
allowing
saying?
you to hinder me.
Right. And I'm allowing that. And we got to be
And I
accountable for
can't
that.
blame them. I have to blame myself for
Facts.
allowing them to hinder me.
Facts, for sure.
I would argue that at that point, is that a friend if they realize you are growing and developing and you're not staying stagnant in that same state and they want you to.
Right.
Unfortunately, we all got some friends where we went some path and they stayed on the stoop in the
Yeah.
same area. You went and did whatever good or bad, and you came back and they were same in that same position. If they hate on you for outgrowing your situation, is that a friend? Do you still
Well, you
is
have
it
narrow-minded.
called to label that person as a friend?
It gets
Right.
tricky because you have narrow-minded friends as well. You got
Yeah.
narrow-minded friends that love you wholeheartedly, but don't want to let you go. Not saying you ain't my friend. Not saying he's not my friend. Oh, you think you better than me? No, I'm not better than you. I'm better than the situations that you're putting me in.
Yeah.
So I gotta go. Then you got some of those friends that'll reciprocate the same. That'll reciprocate you leaving. Hey man, this ain't for you no more. I appreciate it, yo. Hopefully one day I can get up to where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just goes. It's like in the air. It all depends on the individual. You know.
Yeah, facts. And I think we deal with a lot of that in our community, like we talked about in the other episode about crab in the barrel mentality. I think it's some friends that really don't want to. They want their friend to succeed, but they feel like their success will hinder the friendship.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So they trying to hold on. And relationships like that too. It's like
That's envy. Is that a
Yeah,
friend?
yeah.
When you call someone who envy you
Mm,
your friend,
friend.
is that a friend?
No.
I think that's the part where you have to realize I see this.
But they'll do it in silence. They're not gonna do it in your face.
It's dangerous, though.
You know what I mean? Like Dominique say, they'll be rooting for you in your face, but you know what I'm saying? Behind your back, they stabbing you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So-
I think you have to take some inventory. If you recognize, if you're getting the data to recognize somebody's talking behind your back, can't be upfront with you. You feel the energy. Is that still in the friend compartment? Why do you still hold on to that friendship? It's outgrown.
Right.
Right.
First of all, men don't chill together every day, any day. Anyway.
Not as grown men.
Now, as grown men, we don't just get along gang type stuff.
Yeah.
Grown men don't chill together every day.
I don't. Ain't no
And if
need
you
to.
feel a certain way that I don't chill with you every day, like, bruh, hey, bruh, go ahead on with that, bruh.
Right.
Let me ask the audience a question. I want to go to the audience. Is there what's a powerful lesson in a friendship that y'all have learned, good or bad? Is there a situation that you've personally experienced that you can elaborate with us tonight? Okay,
What's up, bruh?
my brother.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, champ?
Do I need to stand?
No, you good. You good.
I will say, and I hope I'm not speaking too prematurely because I know that was one of the nuances going into the conversation. But Will, I know you had made a mention per the guidelines of this particular dialogue about seasonal and lifetime, and temporarily. And to answer your question directly, one of the most powerful lessons that I had to learn about the dynamic of friendships is that a season can be from kindergarten even into adulthood. But guess what? That was still a season. You know what I'm saying? So I had a situation where a best friend of mine and I, like I said, we had been best friends since kindergarten. I'm talking about like walked in the classroom together all the way up into graduation, even into adulthood. Now, we took two totally different paths. Post graduation, he went to the Marines. I went to play football in school, you know what I'm saying? But that was still my dog, you know what I'm saying? Still considered my brother. But long story short, man, he fell on hard times when he came back home from the Marines, suffered from PTSD real bad. Had a situation where he needed the residency. So at this time, my oldest son was like 6, and it was just he and I at that time. And I still let him come stay with me, to get on his feet or whatnot. And he stole from me. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't so much the fact that, what he stole. It was the fact like, bro, you could have told me.
Yeah, it's the principle.
You could have asked me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if I ain't got it right now, look, we'll try to find it together. But needless to say, after the situation happened, we hadn't spoke. We never spoke. We never even tried to rectify the situation. And it cut me deep because I'm like, man, this is my dog. Since we were 5 years old, we've been through everything together. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as aforementioned, man, that's one of the most powerful lessons that I had to learn in the paradigm of friendship. That seasonal can eat, because when your life is done, it's expired. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So seasonal can be for 20 plus years, but it's still seasonal because it's not to the grave. You know what I'm saying? So
how did you handle that situation?
well, I did confront him about it, and initially, I'm just going to be transparent. He tried to lie, you know what I'm saying, but the evidence was too clear, you know what I'm saying, and actually, somebody else had confirmed that he did it, and like I said, all the evidence lined up, and you know, I just told him straight up. I was like, bro, I got to let you know straight up, like, dog, I'm disappointed. I'm heartbroken because, as stated, bro, you could have asked me, you know, and then like I said, at the time, it was just me and Lil Corey.
Right.
You feel me? As a single parent at the time. So, you know, it was just so much to that. And he's my son's godfather. You know what I'm saying?
How long was he in the Marines? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
He was in there for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
That can be a different
and he
person
was
with the trauma that he experienced as well. He came.
He know right from wrong though.
Yeah,
Right.
and he was in Dante during a time of war. He was in the Afghan war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was in during a time of war. He had to go over to Iran.
Gotcha.
So,
How much? What was the value of the item stole?
about $100, but still,
Cost you-
it's me and my kid.
In the words
It's just
of
me and
Sonny
him.
from Bronx Tale, man, it cost you $100 to get him out of your life, man.
Yes.
Facts. That's a good way of looking at it.
We know that $100 ain't just picked
Anybody
up,
else?
They got legs and just walked away.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Miss Good.
I just wanted to say, I've always been one of those people that value friendships and family. And I feel like over the years that I put my expectations higher than people put their own when it came to my friends. So in the end, sometimes it turned out in my favor, you know, the friendships were great, but at other times it backfired on me, because if you set your expectations for someone higher than they're setting theirs, it's going to definitely be conflict somewhere within there. Also, I'll just share a quick story. Friends with someone for over 25 years, and it just came to a point where when you're when you start to feel like you can't grow, or someone is like happy with where you are and you know your potential, sometimes friends, instead of adding value, they can become a liability to you. So I've come to the point where, regardless of what, even if people fall on hard times or they're in this place, I still give grace. But after a while, I have to ask myself, are you a liability or are you an asset to me? You get what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person, again, I value friendship and I definitely want to add value to you. I'm not perfect. I do love communication. Everybody's not a communicator, but I am at this big age going to show you how you're going to handle me, and I'm going to control my boundaries and my access. So my friendship is definitely earned, and I'm also going to value the people in my life. So just really quickly, I just felt like in that long-term friendship that I was taken for granted, and that I was held in a place of my past and things like that. So once I woke up one day, it was more or less like I felt like I was putting so much into the friendship and wasn't getting the same thing out of it, and it was starting to be a burden. Again, like Will said, you can learn people, you can love people from a distance, but when you're starting to become a liability to me, I have to let you go, and it doesn't have to be messy. It's a simple conversation. But a friendship sometimes can be like a relationship with a significant other. It can feel like a breakup.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have to take accountability and you have to protect yourself as a person. So that's my piece on like the friendship part.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
I
good.
like that.
That's good.
And you said something there. You said, I'm gonna let you go, Corey, 1 second. But expectations. You know, I think we all deal with that. We put more expectations on people than we should.
And expectations lead to disappointment.
Exactly. So you said something with that, Ash. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Corey.
Can I challenge that real quick? The expectations lead to disappointment.
Yes, sir.
I would challenge that, bro, and say, it shouldn't be disappointment, man. It should be an awakening of some new information where someone didn't, if a person doesn't meet those standards, I'm sorry, if a person doesn't meet those standards, being disappointed is okay, but you have to reevaluate those standards and reevaluate that friendship. If they're not meeting that expectation, that's you're doing a disservice to yourself to allow that friend to have access to you and keeping them within your circle of friends.
Yeah. So for me, when I say disappointment, it's the emotion. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's more like what would you feel like if I did you dirty and you trusted me and you know you had your expectations in me was high. You seen me doing the work. You seen me being a friend, being support. Yeah, and then I do it. You gonna have some type.
You're gonna be disappointed.
Right.
No, I can't deny that.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying too. But it's okay. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I was asking. Is it okay to have that as an emotion from a therapist standpoint?
Yes.
Because I get what you're saying.
Definitely say that. That'll come first.
It's okay to feel.
Right.
I feel like it's okay to feel that way.
Definitely. That's a human emotion that we all will experience with some level
of
not having some expectation met. But I would encourage you to hold yourself more accountable for recognizing where there some signals that led you before the information was fully exposed to you that you could have picked up on. So
and I don't want people to feel like, because like if I'm in that situation and I'm disappointed and I'm not okay, but I'm holding it in. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, well, it's on them. You know how we just keep moving like, well, you know, they did me wrong or something, but I'm hurt inside. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to understand it's okay to be disappointed. It's okay not to be okay if a friendship do go left, and learn from that and grow from it. But also identify with yourself, okay, like you said, pick yourself up and keep on going, because you're doing yourself a disservice by allowing that person still in your space. So once you identify that, it's okay to move on, but it's okay to not be okay and to feel, you know, if you're disappointed or whatever emotion it might be.
Yes,
all right, Corey, go ahead.
So one more powerful lesson, Will, is that I've learned in that dynamic is that friends, they show up in the most divine ways. So it's 4 people here that I want to brag on. I want to brag on my girl, Ashley Good. I want to brag on Dante. I want to brag on my big brother, William Hussey, and my big brother, Dominique Davis.
Thank you, sir.
And just all of the examples, you know, you and Ashley, I had known y'all a year, and you and Ashley showed up to our men's walk. You know what I'm saying? Back in Piedmont Circle. So for those who are unfamiliar with Piedmont Circle, it is bar none one of the most criminal neighborhoods in our city. So
one way out, right?
Yeah, one way in, one way out. It's been that way for years. So I have a nonprofit that deals with anti-street violence, anti-domestic violence, and gang intervention. And so when we had this event, Will and Ashley, they just showed up. They just showed up. Didn't have to call and ask them. They just showed up. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Ashley took it even further. She helped set up a table. And even though it was a men's walk, she got the kids and the women in the neighborhood. You remember that, Ash? And talked to them. You know what I'm saying? And hollered at them. And so she pushed the envelope. You feel what I'm saying? She wasn't, and her and Will wasn't just doing that just as a good deed. They did it because despite the longevity, they considered themselves friends. And I hadn't known them more than a year. I had met them via a podcast, a Not Your Average podcast, and they just showed up. You know what I'm saying? Talked to my guy Dante. He wrote me a letter of recommendation just off the strength. Hadn't known him for 5 months. You know what I'm saying? And along with that letter of recommendation, he also, you know what I'm saying, he gave me some great summaries from a therapeutic standpoint. Now, he could have charged me, you know what I'm saying? He would have been well within his right to do so. But he saw a little brother in need, man, and availed himself on more than one occasion. You know what I'm saying? My guy, Dominique, and I'll say this last example. Again, Dominique and I, we haven't known each other more than a year, but I swear to God, I think we twins, bro. Like, I really do. I really think Dominique and I are brothers for real. So I was in a Christmas play, man, and hardly didn't really have anybody hardly show up with the exception of my family. And I look at the stands, and my guy's there. I'm thinking he's there to support, you know, one of the pastors. He's like, bro, I saw you make the post. I came to support you. And I just broke out in tears.
Yeah, bless
you know what I'm saying? Just broke out of him and mom. You feel what I'm saying? So as stated, man, friends, when they show up, they show up sometimes in the most unbeknownst ways.
No, that's
in the
good
most
stuff. Yeah,
divine ways, man.
facts.
So
Super dope, man.
that's one of the lessons I learned, man. That's how they show up sometimes.
And while you
good,
were
man.
talking, I was thinking about some things, and I just, one thing I want to put out there is I think a lot of times we get frustrated in our friendships when our friends, I'm talking about real friends, can't help us out. So, say for instance, if I'm down and out and I need, say, $100, and I call you as my friend and say, bro, you got 100 on you. You might not really have it, but I think sometimes in friendships, if you tell me no, I hold that against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, because I assume you work all the miles, you got money put up. It don't matter if you do got the money, you might not have it to give right now. And I think a lot of times we hinder friendships based off of our needs and our expectations of friends, and we feel like you're supposed to do what I asked you to do. You feel that way?
I feel it's a culture flaw.
Yeah.
I feel it's like it's
culture flaw. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Family too. Yeah, right. Definitely. Yeah. And I feel like we got to work through that as a community. If I can't give you a ride, if I can't loan you money, if I can't babysit, if I can't do anything for you, how can we keep going and not, you know what I'm saying? Talk about that a little bit before we move into the comments, because there's a lot of comments out there.
And that's deep. I think that comes with setting your expectations and setting your boundaries, as Ashley mentioned, and setting them as soon as possible. It's okay for someone to be upset and to feel let down because you did not meet their expectation. Those are their expectations.
Bro, you don't even want to answer your inbox sometimes.
Right,
Somebody be like, yo, bro, you don't even want to answer your inbox because you know what it is.
Yeah.
For that example, a person might have an expectation of I check my inbox one day a week. If I set that as my expectation for myself, and you message me the day after I check it, and I don't get to check it to another 6 days, I wouldn't feel let down from a friend, especially if they're your friends. They should have multiple ways to contact you.
Yeah.
But your expectations should not move for the purpose of one person not being able to have full access the way that they want for you.
Right. I'm gonna send them some job websites. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But to that
I'm only hindering you keep giving you money.
right. I don't agree with feeling let down because, especially financially, I think it's important to be able to know to not overextend yourself financially, emotionally, socially more than what you can handle, and don't deplete your bank to try to help make sure the next person is good, because you're not going to have enough for yourself and your own family. So have some boundaries and set those sooner than later so that the next person will know. And it's okay if a person is not pleased with you not being able to be present, especially if you communicated that on the front end.
Facts. Let's go into the comments. Give it up for Chewy Monroe.
Thank you. All right, so we'll start with Kevin Daquan Johnson.
K9, what up, though?
K9, 900.
He said, great topic. You live and you learn. Byron Gadsden says, what a in-season topic. So he's loving the topic, y'all. Great topic, by the way. Make sure y'all dropping your comments in the comments so you can be read. King Tuas also says, God says, if you want a friend, wife, or husband, you have to get to know them and put them to a test first.
Okay.
Byron also says, before you call someone a bad friend, make sure you have taken inventory that you are an actual good one. Darrell Bryant says, one-way street. Kedrian J. Blackman says, I feel the same way as Dante Donnell. I had to learn to compartmentalize my friendships. For a long time, I had expectations of certain friends and didn't really match the role that they meant to play in my life. And that's okay. Once I accepted that, it freed me from being disappointed when they couldn't show up the way I wanted or needed, because I realized that wasn't the purpose that they were meant to serve.
Right, like that.
Well said, very well said, yes. Darrell Bryant says, how many moms you think you're going to run through? Be honest. All right.
He got it on.
Okay. King Tua says, a real friend will judge and correct you instead of saying it's none of my business. That's love.
King
King Tua.
Say it again.
He said a real friend will judge and correct you instead of saying it's none of my business.
I feel like
That's love.
judge is addressing. I don't think it's judging. I think a real friend will address you. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Byron Gladden also says sometimes it
Byron.
isn't outgrowing. You scorch the earth without realizing it. Invest in good soil.
It's good.
Let's see here. Kedria also says one of the most powerful lessons I've learned in friendships is that I can't want more for someone than they want for themselves.
Jewelry.
That's a good one.
Keep dropping that jewelry, sis.
Yeah.
Steve Katu says communication is key. Practice permission for the pedestal turns expectations to reality.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Let me see here. Branella Gambrel says,
Miss
I had
B.
to learn to back away from certain situations and certain people. I have a big heart, but others people try to take advantage of that. I have shown up for others that have excuses not to show up for me. So now I am like this, giving out the same energy. That's given to me. Also, got to be careful with that friend word because most of the time, the one you don't expect to be hating on you or happy for you are the ones that secretly hating and jealous of you. And when you no longer do for them things I can't see the rest of that comment, y'all. Sorry about that. Oh, it's over here. When you no longer do for them, oh no, that was it. She left it at that. Kedra also says, I agree with you, Corey McCann. True friends show up with you, asking and without. All right, last comment. Miss Toya Lynette says, right, don't deplete your bank account or yourself emotionally, physically, or mentally.
Toya. TT.
All right, we got one more. Mr. Corey Jones says, know where your time spent is valued. That's what matters.
My brother, Corey Jones, what up, though?
Shout out to
Thank y'all for the comments.
Yes, appreciate it.
Yep.
Point that I got that I wanted to add to what was mentioned, man. I think real friends, if it's a true friend, they respect the word no. They can't.
Real friends respect the word no.
Got it or no. Evaluate them. Evaluate your friends list. You can't always be there in every situation, and they respect no. That's a boundary. If your friends don't respect boundaries, regardless of how you got to sugarcoat it, sometimes I ain't got it means I ain't got it to spare. I don't have excess. I have enough for me to make it, but I don't have.
Got you.
Excess.
My broke ain't your broke.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm broke.
Go ahead. We got a comment from the audience, and then I'm gonna take a twist. I'm gonna twist it a little bit.
I just wanted to share real quick that I had a situation where I felt like a so-called friend wanted me to compromise the things that I believed in. If someone or something or any situation is making me feel like I'm compromising what I believe in, I value myself enough to let it go. So even though the friendship was super long, you know my morals and values. I'm big on morals and values. So I never feel like people should have to compromise what they believe in to keep a friend or to keep a person or to keep a job or to get a role. You shouldn't have to compromise who you are. Right. You're not the same person you were last year. People know you're the turn up buddy and they get mad because you don't want to go out. You're compromising my relationship with God right now. So I don't want to go out.
Or integrity.
Or my integrity or whatever. So if you can't respect my boundaries, as we were talking about earlier, then I may have to reevaluate our friendship. Right. I love you, but I don't love you enough to compromise me.
Gotcha. Right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That over the years.
So one thing I want to throw out there now as we turn into the third segment is different gender friendships. So men and women being friends and women being friends with men is one thing, but how does that, I might be using the wrong words, but how can that compromise your relationship? So if I'm in a relationship, but I have a girl as a friend, now she might not been a friend from, back in the day. You might have some friends you grew up in the neighborhood, stuff like that, but this might be a good friend I met 2 years ago. How can I move forward in my relationship and my friendship with that person and it still be healthy on both sides? You get what I'm saying?
I gotta know everything.
Yeah. You saying it from the woman?
I gotta know everything.
If a woman you dated,
if Dominique at 45 has to know everything. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you got a male friend,
talking about a lady that you're dating, okay,
we have a male friend now.
right? We have,
You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
know everything. Simple fact. If you love me as my significant other, and you know I'm petty and have insecurities, you have to cater to my insecurities.
Are you saying you petty and insecure, bro?
Dominique 25 will fight over. Man, when I was 25, I'll fight over a girl. When I was 35, y'all know I fight over a girl. I'll fight over somebody over my side girl. Get your own side girl. But no, but seriously though, at Dominique at 45, Chadwick at 45, she would have to be totally transparent as well as myself.
There you go. Okay. Let's talk about it a little bit from a therapeutic standpoint. What are some things that you deal with your clients, and how do you elaborate on that? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
I think first we have to understand within a relationship what is a friend, and that's a conversation that I think all too often individuals don't have on the front end before it's
in the relationship or in the friendship. Okay,
within the relationship on, hey, what are your standards on me having a female friend, vice versa, and without understanding that, and without setting some bar on, okay, at this point within our relationships, we're going to start tapering off the excess and understanding the personalities. Some individuals do maybe need an extra male or female friend on the opposite side, but without having that conversation with your mate on the front end on understanding their temperament, on, hey, am I the only one that you're supposed to rely on for social, emotional outcourse?
And I think that's the thing. Not to cut you off, I think that's what hurt us. That's what I'm getting into. I think if my woman is sharing vulnerable stuff with that friend and not me, that can hurt, I think, more so than help our relationship. Because I'm gonna feel some kind of way, like, why are you sharing this with bruh? And it might be your friend, nothing there, nothing. But why do you trust him more than you trust me with your vulnerabilities? And vice versa. If it's me sharing it with
a woman, if she got a best friend, he better be gay. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna go to the audience because we got some.
I think it's no one right way though. Yeah. It's no. I wouldn't place my standards on the next relationship. Every situation
is different.
Every relationship, but hopefully we are adult enough to have that conversation and plant that.
But see, that's it. We say we adult enough, but we don't. When it's love, and it's yours, you ain't gonna come on now. You know what I'm saying? The feelings gonna over trump over adulting. Go ahead. Yeah, for sure.
But as a female that has a lot of male friends, I hope that my male friends are communicating with their significant others to let them know that the relationships we have are brothers, sisters, homies. It's nothing where you should make your significant other feel like that they should be jealous.
But when you get married, that's going to grow apart. You get married and conjoin as one, and to death do you part, that's going to grow apart.
The friendship. That's what I was about to say.
It will grow apart, but it won't grow apart the way you still not friends.
Because my question to you,
now that me and my significant other is on a different level, of course we not gonna have that same, friendship, but respect.
Every 10 years.
But see, my question to you is, go ahead.
My fault. I was without Dante, without Dante the therapist. I'm a married man.
Right. Let me hear the married man.
I celebrated my 4-year anniversary.
Congratulations, bro.
Congratulations, King.
Thank you. For myself, I would say I had a lot of female friends. Recognizing it took some trial and error, and I recognized my wife did not agree with female friends. So for me, I had to recognize which ones are my sisters, which ones were some potential somethings that she felt could, because she already done went through the email and seen all of the communications, but I had to recognize which ones are genuinely sisters that can come to the cookout, that can come and be a part of the family.
That's sophisticated cheating. You getting emails?
Not texts. I mean, if you communicate,
not texts, but emails.
communicating is going through email.
That's corporate cheating.
In the marriage. Nah, she works with the emails. She got access to all social media.
I ain't got to that level yet. Little text here and there.
But yeah, I had to recognize for her, and if I loved her enough, is this friendship that I wanted to hang on to, is it worth really the drama versus being with my wife? Yeah. And I'm like, only thing I'm gonna do is just be saying, hey, happy birthday on Facebook to her. If it was gonna irritate my wife for that, and it didn't add no value, I found it easy to let it go.
Yeah, and that was gonna be my question to you: was how important is that friendship? You see what I'm saying? For if you got brothers, how important is that friendship to even hinder his relationship or your own? You know what I'm saying? So where do you draw the line?
And like Dante said, you have to see where it adds value and if it doesn't add value. If that is somebody you consider a brother or a true friend and you are adding value to each other's life, like we motivate each other, there's some business, there's something. But if we are just, again, like he said, it's some potential, we just kicking the shit, getting high, having fun, and it's no value, and it's irritating your significant other or it's bringing problems in your home, then you do evaluate that. And as a friend, it shouldn't bring a problem. That other friends should be like, okay, I understand. Yes, your significant other don't respect it, and that friend shouldn't get mad at you for that, and it should be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I
cheating if you go behind his back. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? Go ahead. But so basically, I think it all really stems from like whatever your standard of friendship is. Because like, let's say when I was a kid, my friends were people that I was in the same proximity to. We had the same problems. We were both broke. We both here. We're both striving for this. But now, like, as I'm growing into an adult, I'm realizing like my friends aren't even necessarily people that I like a certain amount. They're people that, like, if I would trust them to give my kids counsel, that's the standard of friendship that I have. It's like, do I feel like interacting with them is making me a better version of myself? Am I contributing to them? Are we adding to each other's peace, purpose, and profit?
How old are you, young man?
I'm about to turn 28.
28?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a good age. Yeah.
Powerful. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, but also, I realized like with friends and potential love interests, the only difference is sexual attraction. You know what I'm saying? And
Say that again.
Like when it comes to, let's say, interactions with women, you know what I'm saying? The only difference between friends and potential love interests is sexual attraction. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So from your significant other and this friend over here, the difference is the sex.
Well, sexual attraction. You know, it doesn't mean I'm going to act on it. Yeah. This is that, but that charge is the only difference. But I realize, like, me setting that standard, like, okay, well, we can have a charge, but I'm compartmentalizing this to, oh, this is business. But, oh, if there's a little flirting, that's just that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, well, my wife provides this is not. Also, like, I can't expect my wife to be everything. My wife is not necessarily going to be my ideal business partner. She's not going to be business-minded like my business-minded friends. So it's like,
hold that while you was on the chat, that like, I get what you saying though, but it's like
28. He's 28.
It's like, you know, and it's just like relationships. I feel like you find you dating your friend, you know what I'm saying? So that friendship can turn into a relationship, like you're saying. And I feel like, the only confusing part with what you said is if we have a spark there, how do you deal with that? You might have the friend, the business friend, but you got the wife over here, but you know it's a spark there, but you're not acting on it, but it's still there lingering. You see what I'm saying? And it might be a weakness one day. You compartmentalize it. Say that word, compartment. You go how you compartmentalize
this over here?
Compartmentalize. Yeah, how you compartmentalize that?
But also, I feel like, let's say your sexual energy, your creative energy, your spiritual energy is all the same thing. It's just different outlets. Right. So it's like your sister in Christ, like y'all doing Bible study and other activities, like the only difference is the context, you know what I'm saying? Like you could use the same energy to be destructive or creative or constructive, you know what I'm saying? It's all in the intention and like what your standard of this relationship gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you in your head is just thinking about getting whatever kind of feeling on the front end, the relationship doesn't have real potential. But
that's what I said.
Deal with somebody, then depending on how much they're trying to put in, that's something y'all could do.
I got it. Thank you for explaining that.
Thank you.
Any more comments?
I'm on the mic today. Hey guys, so I just had a comment. I I just feel like the word of the day is communication and boundaries. You just have to communicate and set boundaries. Just to be really transparent. Everybody know, like Will has a lot of friends. Like who knows will call, right? So at the end of the day, you just have to communicate and set boundaries with things and people. And when we first connected years ago, I had a lot of male friends. And I'm just like, listen, I'm not cutting off him, and him. This is my friend. Talk to him. And then over the years, they don't call me anymore. They call him.
Fade away.
So it's just the communication piece. So it's like, keep it friends if you're friends. No, you shouldn't feel anything from a friend. I don't feel anything from Dominique. I've been knowing him for decades. Communicating and boundaries. That's the word for the day.
That's real.
That will get you through a lot of things. A lot of things. If you know your wife don't like it, your girlfriend don't like it, set that boundary or communicate with her. Hey babe, listen, I gotta close this $10,000 deal. You can come with me, sit on the other side of the curtain. Let's do this, but it's nothing. You know?
Yeah, see, with me, is my thing is what makes you my friend. You know what I'm saying? That I can't share it with my woman or lady. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that bothers me. Like, why am I comfortable doing this over here with this, this young lady, but it's my friend, but I can't do it at home or with my woman or my girlfriend or wife or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, is she?
Like if I can't share something with my significant other and she's not sharing,
But it
with
could
me,
be because she gonna yak off. She gonna use it against you later. It might be an uncomfortable situation where you feel more comfortable talking over here to this woman because she gonna listen. If I go home and tell her, all she gonna do is give me hell about it or use it against me. I'm just using this as an example.
You're absolutely right.
I'm just saying it might be situations like that. I'm just thinking. Let's go to the comments.
It's not big.
All right. So checking in with the comments, we have first Steve Katu says she now becomes your lady friend as well. And he said everyone should be able to be in a room together. Agreed. King Tua also says we Black people are oppressed and our brains have been through a lot. Now that we are getting ourselves together, we have to be retaught all over again. Ronella says, shouldn't be no secrets when you're in a relationship, period. Yes, Crisco says, even if the male best friend is gay, he probably still hitting on the low.
That's a negative, sir. That's a negative.
Thank you, Crisco. King Tua says, I don't think men and women can be friends. In ancient days, Black women hung out with women, men hung out with men.
Agreed.
All right. Wendy Armstrong says, I think it depends on the dynamics of the relationship. Some individuals have friends that are really like family with no ill intentions. I think that each individual should communicate to their spouse or significant other and come to a common ground of what works to keep their own relationship healthy as far as friendships with others outside of their relationship. Well said, Miss Wendy. Steve also says,
That's Storm.
I know.
Big dog, what's popping?
That means you other uses your vulnerability against you.
Storm, what up, brother?
Hey, brother.
What up, though?
And then Kedrian says communication and boundaries are essential in any relationship. If someone is truly your friend, they respect the boundaries you set and make sure your partner feels comfortable too.
My thing is, if you had a friend for 10 years and you meet this young lady and y'all rocking for a year, you gonna cut off your 10-year friendship?
If I plan to grow old with her, if I plan to grow old with that significant lady,
no, but that should be anybody. If we're getting married in holy matrimony, now let's go to the Bible now. Let's go to the Bible.
Let's go.
Getting married in holy matrimony. We're not getting old with the block, or we're not getting old with the frat team. We're not getting old with the stepsisters. We're not, when I say the Sigmas and the whatever. Listen, we're growing old as a family. No, listen, I see y'all every now and then. You keep calling this something up. Like, what's up, bro? Like, leave her alone. We're going to get old together. We're going to build something, and we're going to get old together. We're going to live life. We're going to live life abundantly without you guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I'm just trying to figure out why you couldn't hold on to your friendship if that woman loves you.
Eventually, it will melt away. Not
the friendship,
but the communication.
From the friendship situation. In that friendship.
The distance will happen, and the communication will fall off. The love will still.
But why? But see, why our communication ain't falling off? Me and you gonna still be cool, but that woman got to go. Why do she have to go? in our relationship still, our friendship is still there. But when it's a woman, it can't be there no more. You see what I'm saying? What's the difference between a man and a woman? It's a true friendship.
I just feel like if your significant other, you know what I'm saying, whether you're man to man, woman to woman, woman to man, heterosexual, whatever. But listen, the side friends will eventually fade away. Not in my heart, but this is going to be distance because me and my wife are building. We're building on something. We're married now.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? These friends will eventually fall from the wayside. They're still friends.
Yeah.
It's just going to be distance, and communication is going to be a lack thereof because I have a wife now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. She didn't marry y'all. She married me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I got
go ahead.
Unless you're doing some super pimping and some fashion, I think it would be appropriate in a relationship. What would distinguish the difference between that possible date and no, this is genuinely my sister. This is my best friend that I look at like a sister. If you are you able to have an open communication or an open conversation in the presence of your mate with that person?
That's you got a point. Because I think that needs to be had. If it's that serious, like does the friend come over for the cookout?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Does the friend talk to the wife?
He bring his significant other. We'll hit the grill while they do their woman thing.
She came by herself. Or if
she came by herself.
It's like, why she ain't got no man?
Bring somebody.
She don't need come. She don't need to.
She does right. If she can't exactly, sis. Exactly.
Say it ain't that serious. But she been coming to the cookout for 10 years. She been coming to all the cookouts. Now all of a sudden she can't come.
Hey.
Yeah, right.
Like that.
Right. Nah.
That was the space age.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's
y'all
why
I had to spice it up. It's getting
wives.
y'all talking, you know. It's getting y'all talking. So I love it. Any more comments, sis?
Yes, we got some more comments. So Andrea Dixon Reed says, I agree with Ashley. Good boundaries. Some people, men or women or men, may have ulterior motives. If you see red flags, address them in the beginning. Gene Blackman. Hey, Gene.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
I think I don't know if you missed the songs that were dedicated to you earlier, Gene, but they were amazing. Let's just say that. And happy birthday. But he says it's a dangerous place to be in if the insecurities of your spouse policies your friendships, opposite sex or not. Very well said. Mm-hmm. So Andrea also says, William Hussey, that's for any sex. You have some guy friends who become jealous of your relationship as well because you are no longer hanging out and doing what you used to do.
That's a fact.
Buster. King Tua says men are not supposed to tell the woman the wrong thing they did. Married couples are not supposed to tell anyone outside the house their business. What's your thoughts?
That's our business.
That's a fact.
What stays in the house stays in the house. What happens in the house stays in the house. Right. That's all y'all comments.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, Gene said thank you all.
You know it, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. We're going to the audience for some comments, and then we wrap it up.
Yes, sir. The Golden Girls, 227.
So two things come to mind per this conversation. So Dante, I totally agree with him when he made the statement about at this age as adults, as adults, to be honest, unpopular opinion, it really shouldn't even be a conversation because ultimately, and I think, Ashley, Dominique, they solidified it when they talked about, listen, the boundary. Okay. It's ultimately, it's not an issue if you have a friend of the opposite sex, right? But if you're not respecting, if I'm dating a woman and she's had male friends or whatnot, okay, that's not going to be my issue. My issue comes in is when the rebuttal comes in. Like, well, he been my friend for 10 years, so I mean, either take it or live. That's when the issue comes in. So I don't think nobody, like Dante said, as grown, mature, emphasis on the word mature adults, nobody's going to try to make you lose your friends, like Dominique said. But hey, let's respect the boundary, okay? Because the moment that you start doing that, eye rolling and neck rolling, like he been my boy since Hampton Homes. Well, you and your goddamn, you know what I'm saying? When you and that motherfucker, well, excuse my language,
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the South Side.
Goddamn, you and Jody. Not J Jody, but yeah, you and Ray Ray, y'all take y'all ass on in. You know what I'm saying? For real, because now you getting disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you holding on to?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what like.
I don't mind you having the homie, but at the same time, like, let's be respectful. Like, y'all used to go to lunch, no more. It's just not happening.
Oh, right.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It's just not.
But I think you know what, Mike. I think a lot of times people stay single just for that. Because they feel like it's, and I'm just being serious. Like we know we all grown and we get that, and I feel what you're saying, Corey, and I totally agree. But I think sometimes people won't pursue relationships or dating because of the friendships that linger. You know what I'm saying? Because that person might throw it in their face, so they feel like they're controlling. Now you want to control me, my friends, who I can talk to, who I can't talk to, and that's a lot, especially for men.
So if that's the case, before you and I make this decision to become monogamous with one another, stay your ass over there, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Let's not enter into a relationship if that is your particular facet and school of thought. Stay right there. And then I just want to say this second thing. Listen, again, another unpopular opinion. I don't know what's up with this rhetoric about, listen, friends should be like family, because I got a friend of the opposite sex, grew up with, vacation Bible school, everything, and I done hit that. Okay, so I have, and we've been friends since we were 10 years old. So when people be like, well, you know, we like family. No, I don't know.
Hold on.
I've seen people in the comments bring up this narrative and this rhetoric about, no, we like family. They should be, your friends should be like family anyway. No, not so. Because I done broke that mold. Okay, I done killed that narrative.
Boundaries.
She had them.
Go down like Jericho. Ha. I am slap.
Jody. It's not true for everybody.
Go ahead, Jody. Talk that talk.
Her guard down and let you hit. I mean, all females are that way, because I have 3 brothers and we do not share the same blood, but those are my brothers, and them since sandbox and have never touched them. They've never tried me, never done anything, not even thought about it.
Okay, so Jody.
So it's the respect and the boundaries that you have for yourself.
No, facts. We get that. So stay while we right there. So you saying if you enter a relationship, those brothers are still gonna be your brothers.
They ain't going nowhere.
Right. And
you leave, them 3 brothers still gonna be right there.
Right. And that's what I was saying earlier with certain situations. People let the friends or the brothers or sisters go just to pursue the relationship. And I think that's a conflict in our community. Because I think it's both sides.
You don't want to die long.
Everybody has an opinion about it. But let her finish. Answer the question first, and then I'm gonna let y'all.
You don't want to die alone.
I'm okay with that.
Gotcha. What purpose do those
not what
3
you
men?
turn 40.
I was brought in here by myself, in that casket by myself. Me and my mama just went through this conversation today. I am okay with that. That's why I'm single today.
I believe
I ain't got time for the bullshit.
Okay, but go ahead, Dante. He got a good question for you.
Oh, I asked. She said she's single, not in a relationship.
Yeah, but you were saying why is it important? How important?
What purpose do your 3 male friends serve for you, Kern?
They've been there for me mentally. They've been there for me physically. They've been there for my son. Like, my son calls them. That's their uncles. Like, he doesn't know.
That's family.
Yeah, that's really family. Like, their kids are my son's cousins. Like, they don't know anything outside of that. Like, that's family for real. They come to the Christmas dinners at my mama's house.
Right.
Everything. Like, that's really family.
That's family.
Yeah.
Not blood, but it's family.
Yeah, that's family. And we've never, not even thought about it. They ain't never tried me. I ain't never tried them. I know they old ladies, you know what I'm saying? The relationships that I've been in, they've known, my dudes or whatever. And I just let them know up front. First of all, I don't even tell them they not my real brother. So, because they are my brother. And I look at them as if we actually share the same blood. So.
Okay, let's go to the comments. Shuey Moreau.
All right, we just got a few more comments, but Chris Stacker says, I agree with you, Gene Blackman. Hey, Cuzzo.
What's up, Chris? What's poppin', gang?
Toya Lynette says, Gene, I absolutely agree. As my man, I shouldn't have to cater to your insecurities, regardless if it's a male or female friend. because some men are insecure about their ladies' females friends too.
You're right, TT.
Very true. Very
It's a
true.
conversation in
Oh,
itself.
that's that new age conversation.
It's another conversation that
Wendy
matters.
also says respect is a top priority. And Branella says, I have homeboys that I've known since middle school and we never did anything and never will, but you have to know your place with anything. And hello, them boundaries are super important. Wendy also says it's the individual in the relationship's responsibility to not put their significant other in a compromising situation of not knowing they have been intimate with someone they are still friends with. That is definitely something that needs to be discussed. If it's not fair to your significant other to be in the unknown.
Oh, that's over with.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. Facts, Wendy. And King Tua says, understanding the law of fornication and adultery, men and women can't be friends.
That's it.
Yes. King.
King Tut said men and women can't be friends.
And Wendy just said we're still put with them. We got another one. Kedron says, Gene and I have talked about the importance of boundaries with the opposite sex. I have male friends I see as brothers, and they've shown nothing but respect for our marriage, embracing Gene as their brother too. But the ones who couldn't respect our boundaries were removed from my circle without hesitation.
And nowhere to be found.
Right. I like that.
Said. And that's our comments, folks.
Okay, so the last thing to wrap it up, and I know, Corey, you got a comment, but before we do that, can your significant others be friends with the kid's mom? So can co-parents be friends? Can you be friends with your kid's mother or father and still be in a relationship? I want to hear from the ladies on this one. So can your boyfriend, your husband, your significant other be friends with his kid's mother?
You should be able to. Because again, you and that child's father or whatever should be friends. At this point, you've moved on, they've moved on. Why would I have a problem?
But let me be clear now. I'm not saying get along and co-parent. I'm saying be friends. Like hanging, talking, being friends now.
No.
Yeah, so I wanted to be clear because I didn't want you to, misunderstand.
We ain't hanging. We ain't got no need. Yeah.
But I know people that's really cool with their kid's mother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I mean, if she got good energy, yeah, but I don't.
Mo.
And it may not start off in the beginning as hanging together. You know what I'm saying? We may, grow and develop into where we can hang together because again, we're friends. But in the beginning,
he cheated on both of y'all, so y'all got a lot of shit in common.
Okay. Now let me ask this because we about to wrap, but I got to get these out before we wrap. If you have a kid by two people, can they be friends? Like, can kids' mothers be friends? Can kids' fathers be friends? If you have multiple baby fathers or multiple baby mamas, how do y'all feel about that? If one of your baby mamas cool with the other baby mamas, but they both hate you, type scenario. So we talking about friendships
like that.
Like
we sit and probably discuss. They discuss.
Go ahead.
From a female's point, we probably would, be friends, and they discuss you, and But when you have
go on a girls trip.
We might, because I mean,
if he cheated on both of y'all not with him no more. Now y'all the best of friends. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna let you get the mic. I'm gonna tell you something about sisterhood. I'm going through this right now because I used to be a player. Right? Listen, and these are real facts.
Quiet, y'all, quiet.
One thing about sisterhood is 10 times stronger than brotherhood. And I'm gonna tell you why. Though, because a lot of people say girls don't get along. I can't get along with girls. Okay, but men, we deal with testosterone and secret animosity. One thing about a sisterhood, and I done been with both of these two women, I will be stupid to try to break them up and try to individually go and get in their panties. You know what I'm saying? That sisterhood is so strong, I had to bow down and accept it because it's so strong. You know what? Because I was exposed. It's not the TF. I was exposed because these two sisters knew me individually, having a linear conversation with me. Knew me individually, had a linear conversation with me, and then once they got together, now I'm the serpent. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that is, so I seen them the other day together. I said, no, for real. And I told him, listen, I respect that. And that sisterhood is so strong that I couldn't even dare
with my manipulative self, I couldn't even dare touch that because that sisterhood was that strong.
Powerful, powerful, powerful.
For sure.
Go ahead. You got a rebuttal?
So a situation that I was actually physically in with my son's father cheated on me. Young girl got her pregnant. I come to this girl like, listen, you don't know what you getting yourself into, baby. Like, I'm a real bitch at the end of the day, regardless of the situation. So I'll go half with you on your abortion because you're not ready for what you about to get yourself into. But females be having ulterior motives. So that's where that sisterhood, no, that shit cut. Ain't no sisterhood because females be having ulterior motives.
In your world. But it's true sisterhood out here.
Oh, but y'all wasn't even cool or nothing, right?
Nah,
Oh,
we
okay,
weren't.
okay.
Nah, we weren't cool. But I just came to her like, listen, you a little girl for real. Like
Woman to woman type shit.
woman to woman. Like you really don't know what you getting yourself into with this man, baby girl. Go live your life. Go get this abortion.
Oh, I see what you're
and
saying.
go
Yeah,
live
yeah.
your life.
I see what you're saying. So you was
You
trying
get
to
what
help
I'm
out. Like
saying?
I
Like
even
I'm
go
trying
half
to
with you
help
on
you
it.
out.
Yeah.
And then she ended up not saying. I mean, we could have possibly. I could have been a little mentor towards her, whatever.
Yeah.
Her mama had passed away. You know what I'm saying? She really didn't have that woman figure in her life
Gotcha.
to teach her. You know what I'm saying? What's
Yeah.
going on here? So
Right.
it could have possibly happened if she wouldn't have went behind my back and
Right.
tried some fuck shit. Like I'm
Gotcha.
coming to you as a woman trying to help you out, and then you go behind my back and do some fuck shit.
Sis,
So,
you know I love you, sis, but that baby deserve a chance.
I mean, it is what it is.
Did she have it? Oh, she had a baby? Okay. And she don't got the baby today? Hey. Well, saga continues. You got something?
I don't think she took that as Jules.
What you was trying to
think
tell
she
her?
took what you were saying as powerful Jules.
I missed what you typed. All right, we get the last comments from the audience, and we're gonna go to the comments, then we're gonna wrap, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Elvis.
All right, so I don't think time matters as far as the length of a relationship. I think it's like the quality of it, attention and intention. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I've been half-assed friends with people for 10 years. Like, oh, I'll talk to you about some shit if it's good or whatever. But it's like I've had people that I met in this last month who like will talk to each other about what we really going through right now. We don't know each other's favorite color, but it's like we done healed through that experience. Yeah. So it's like I don't, and I see I've seen my friends turn foes and my foes turn bros. So
say that again, brother.
I see my friends turn foes and my foes turn bros. I realize they're all the same people. They just have different perspectives. And usually, like anybody I consider a friend is like an alternate timeline version of me. You know what I'm saying? He got different skill sets than I do. We are both learning from each other. But also, I realize it's the same thing with women, where it's like the women that spark something off me, they're reflecting something back in me. Usually, it's either complementary trauma or healing. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how I'm coming at it. But also, the thing you're saying with the sisterhood, I do not agree with that at all.
That's in your world, brother.
Bro, because it's like I'm super stand up, super straight up with every woman I'm interacting with, and I done had all they friends try to slide on me.
Ain't no hood like sisterhood. That's in your world, brother. There's some real women out here.
But it's like they all real to each other.
Oh, and they still trying to get with you,
Yeah.
but they all sisters.
You know
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like so I think
That's not true sisterhood, brother. I said sisterhood, brother.
They cool with sharing. That's a different kind of sisterhood. You know
That's
what
not
I'm saying?
sisterhood. That's some Sex in the City type situation, dog.
Hey, I mean potato.
But I respect your comment, brother. I gotta mess with you. Pause.
Any other comments for the audience?
Hey, I definitely want to give one more shout out to Dr. Gene Blackman. Because I know I shouted you four out as far as being a real friend, but it has been countless times where I have had innumerable conversations with Dr. Blackman on some real personal stuff. Like I've actually shed tears while talking to this man, and he has availed himself to me at whatever time I needed him. And so I just want to tell you, Dr. Blackman, I didn't purposely miss out on you, man, but I thank you for being a true friend. He also gave me a letter of reference to always checking in on little bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give that last shout out.
Super dope. Super dope.
We
love
you,
Doc.
Doc. We love you,
Doc. Little bro, you bro, man. You got bigger than all of us, man.
We love you,
you
Doc.
add just as much value as well, man.
You definitely do, Corey. Go to the comments.
All right, y'all. So catching up with the comments. Steve says, "Devil's advocate: men will be best friends with her baby daddy before one of her actual friends." Bronella says, Me and my ex-husband and his son were cool and we hang out. They got an example there. Steve also says, and the baby daddy, a confirmed body that had your girl folded like a pretzel, but y'all watching football together.
Stop.
Keydren says, yes, they can absolutely be friends. That's how our dynamic is. I've even welcomed them to events and I check in from time to time. It took me time to get to this point in relationships, but it came with growth. Amen. Steve also says people like this, the known, not the unknown.
Yeah.
Wendy says, at this age, I think it's great when individuals that have children with the same guy or girl get along because children are siblings and need to have a relationship as siblings.
You're right, sis.
Yeah.
Yes. King says we must get to know that person first so you will know what we are getting ourselves into. Town says my daddy told me when I was like 15, don't even leave your brother around your girl. So all that fake brother shit, man, throw that shit out the window.
I feel you, Town.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Crisco says, F it, they all cheating.
Hey, you watch your years, young man.
And Wendy says, yes, Gene Blackman, happy birthday and thank you for being a great person.
Absolutely.
And those are our comments.
All right. Thank y'all, man. We appreciate it. It's been a great conversation.
That was good. Yeah. That was good.
Any last comments, fellas?
I'll start first. Just real quick. First of all, there's no true love without the love of God. You know what I'm saying? I'm always say that, and I'm gonna stand on that. You got three C's. You got constituents. You think a constituent is your friend, that's not your friend. A constituent is somebody that you're trying to get to the same place with as if your work crew or something like that. You have a same goal. Your constituents have same goals. You had a comrade. Your comrade is somebody you might think that's your friend, but that's really not your friend. Your comrade is somebody like a gang member or somebody that has the same ops as you have. But that ain't your boy. A true friend is a confidant, and there's only one confidant, and it's the Holy Spirit.
Come on now. I like that. Yeah. What about you, Dante Donnell, the therapist?
I just encourage everybody evaluate friendships, man, on a regular basis is important. We all have our difference of opinions, and not saying anybody is wrong. I think it's vitally important again to recognize, like Dominique said, same thing I said I like the three C's. I might adopt that, bro.
Super dope.
Yeah, not every friend is able to meet the needs that you need in all areas. So identify the strengths and weaknesses of each friend and what they bring to the table. If you're bringing more than that person, you might want to reevaluate that friendship. But making sure that you have some balance within that relationship.
That's dope, man. Mine is simple. I just feel like just treat people how you want to be treated, lead with empathy, love, and forgiveness. And nobody's perfect, and I've learned don't set your expectations too high on people, and if they do hurt you, like you say, you need to reevaluate it and just move forward. But I just feel like both of you said, for one, put God first in everything. And I feel like he's the only confidant. But for two, make sure you are evaluating your friendships and looking for the red flags. Not even looking for them, but pay attention if there are red flags or if it's some things that's offset in the friendship. If I'm giving more than you giving me, or if I'm there for you and you're not there for me, then we have a problem. But like I say, nobody's perfect and everybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't set high expectations on no one, and I just treat people how I want to be treated. Mine is simple. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all got a lot from this episode. We thank y'all for tuning in. We hope y'all can share this with y'all community, family, kids, significant others as well. And remember, set those boundaries in your relationships. If it's outside friends, don't let anything outside of your relationship compromise your relationship. That's how I feel about that. But set the boundaries, have the conversations when you're dating, when you're married, when you're in a relationship about outside friends, and have the conversations with your friends. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times we don't have those conversations, those friendship conversations. You know what I'm saying? Hold them accountable and they should hold you accountable. Let's have those conversations and say, are you really my friend? What makes you my friend? What makes me your friend? You know what I'm saying? I think we scared to have those conversations.
Behind their back.
Yeah, we just talk behind their back. I don't talk behind my friend's back. I don't.
You call your homeboy
No.
like, man, you know what this Joker did?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Nah.
Well, you as far as conversing with friends, you did mention. I think it's important to communicate with your guy friends or your girlfriends about how the other mate. We were speaking on that because oftentimes in the clinical world, I see a lot of situations where the mate is even more jealous of that friendship that someone like you all mentioned earlier, and that's like taking away time from her. Usually,
Right.
it's the female, but making sure that they understand that boundary within your marriage or your relationship and putting some balance within time.
Definitely facts. All right. Last but not least, Chewy Monroe.
I think it was a great topic tonight, guys. Y'all did very well. I did have two quotes I wanted to say, and the first one was, "Tell me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are." And then the second one is, "I'd rather have an honest enemy than a fake friend."
Facts.
Yes. So both of those, I think, spoke very strongly about what we spoke about tonight, and just friendships and making people a part of our lives and making sure that they're a good fit for our lives. I think we all know that friends are there for a reason, season, or a lifetime. That's something we've all been taught. So you got to figure out the reason, and if it's good, they should stay for the season. And if that's good, then let them stay for the lifetime. But just figuring out that role that people play in your lives and the role that you play in theirs too, because it's a two-sided window.
Yes. That's real.
That's it.
That's good.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your main man, William Hussey, 365.
Big 22, Dominique Davis.
It's Dante Donnell.
That's right. And shout out to our brother, Dr. Gene Blackman. Happy birthday,
Happy
brother. We
birthday.
love y'all, man. Catch us next week, same time, same place. Dominique Davis going to take us out with his hit single. Let's get it.
Instrumental.
Little water.
Little water, last night. Hey, little water. Something's gonna get you, little water. Hey, see, here's a story about a troubled teen named Little Walter. Should've gave his life to God, and Sunday he was at the altar. Though he was trapped between two worlds, was pleasure and hurt. He used to hit the block, but he went to church. He did dirt in his life, feeling out of court. Should've stayed in school, cause he was good at sports. But like a sour Walter fall victim to the streets. Being in the cell crack, though we had the wicked greed. See, dog, I love it when my nigga make it out the peas. Lust for street fake gang, like the motor G's. From college shirts to tank top, the white tees. Loves the Timbs, Reeboks, the Nikes. Deep in my heart, he wanted to be just like me. But in the dark, that was coming like a night thief. Please, this is for my dog, so you better listen. A hard head make a soft ass, so pay attention.
Hey, little water.
Hey, little water, last night. Hey, little water.
Instrumental.
Something's gonna get you, little water. Hey, see, nose open, set 4 nights, kicks and fits. He got a whip, you can't tell him shit. Full of licks, it wasn't relevant. Now we beefing just for the hell of it. Beat a couple of cases cause the court had no evidence. Now his niggas is getting jealous. Walter, he talking like he boss, thinking he better than his main fellas. Well, somebody better tell him. He thinking he hard, catching the charge. He ain't nothing but a first time fella. Try to teach him the guard way. But he hard-headed, so the best way to learn was the hard way. Walter slammed in broad day, got hit by a stray bullet at the wrong time, at the wrong place. The reputation that he wanted was the same reputation, just gonna come back and haunt him. It's gonna come back and haunt him. This is based on the true story. And rest in peace to all them other G's that left before me, Little Walter. Hey, Little Walter. Little water, something's gonna get you, little water.
Yeah, season 3, man. We lit, man. Appreciate that. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Same time, same place. Yeah.